So we're here in the attic now, and we're looking at the amount of insulation that this home has. If you can see the studs, as you can now, you can see that it's a good sign that there's not enough insulation. In Northern California, the minimum is about 11 inches. So all we need here is just our tape measure to find out if we have enough. If we pull the tape measure out and we measure it all the way down, you can see once we hit the drywall, it doesn't have the minimum of 11 inches. So we want to add insulation. So for the customer, what we would do is take our tape measure here and go ahead and just kind of shove it in. And what we'll do is we'll just staple it here to the board. The easiest, the very first board that the customer can see so they can stick their head up in the attic and not climb in, it's right there. And now we know the customer gets a visual that says it's too low. 11 inches is way up here. And that's the minimum. Ideally, you want to be closer to 16 to 18 inches. And if you look at this attic, obviously it doesn't have that. And most attics that we've ever been in will not have this amount. But this is the goal, 16 to 18. And the current attic that we're sitting in is down here. Square footage of the home. Square footage of the home is pretty simple. Take your wheel, your measuring wheel, and walk around the outside of the home. And that will give you your square footage. Other things to consider while taking your measurements are electrical. So electrical, if the home is knob and tube wiring, then you cannot do this insulation. So let the customer know. If you get in the attic and you see knob and tube wiring, it's not going to happen. Other things to think and keep in mind would be canned lighting. If the customer has canned lighting, then you need to find out if they're insulated rated or not. If they are not insulated rated, we need to put up a blockage around that light, around the can, before we put the insulation in. So in a home, every home has ventilation in the attic for air changes. So in order to count that, what I need you to do is go through and count the amount of vents that are in the attic. You can do it from the outside or the inside. We have to install baffles throughout on every single one of them.